Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, listen, today's three manners are probably a few of the most important ones that we really try to make sure our kids here at Beartooth know how to do extremely well. We have a whole competition called the Amazing Shake. In the Amazing Shake, students are tested on all three of these things for weeks at a time, usually around 8 weeks or so. We're right in the middle of it right now. We're down to our top 6 students. We started with all of our 5th graders, which is about 62, 60-ish kids, something like that. And they had to do a speech in the classroom. From there, we cut down to 20 kids. Top 20 kids went and did a work the room where they had to make eye contact, shake hands, carry a conversation for just a few minutes with business professionals in the gym. You all, or a lot of you, came down and went to the career fair. That was also a setup for them to do the Amazing Shake. And so the 20 of those kids came down and did that. From there, we cut down to 8. And those top 8 students went on to the next phase of the competition, was down at First Interstate Bank, and they had to go through a series of challenges in all the different offices down there at First Interstate Bank. And then we cut down to 6, and right now we're at our top 6 students. So they've gone through 3 rounds. They've got another 3 or 4 to go. Here starting up again next week, hopefully. And so these 3 manners are really, really important. So the first one is that when you're speaking to somebody, you use their name if you know it. And so it'd be Mr. or Ms. or Mrs. And if you don't know it, or even once in a while, it's just good to kind of sprinkle in using sir or ma'am. That's a really important one. It goes from having a respect level of being really high by using their name, talking and using sir, or talking about like Mr. Niemeyer or Mrs. Ash, whatever, Ms. Ash, whatever it might be. And then you throw in ma'am or you throw in sir, and it just raises that level of respect just that little bit. That kind of says, ooh, that kiddo, they're kind of top notch. So we like to use sir and ma'am every once in a while, just kind of sprinkled in. It's not all the time, but it's an important thing to know and to use when you're meeting people and making introductions and even just carrying a conversation. Throw that in there once in a while, and it just sets you apart from some other people. The next one is that when you are having a conversation, you make eye contact with people. You want to make sure you look them in the eye. Most of the time, it's natural for our eyes to wander and look at something different as we're talking. But for the most part, you want to keep your eye contact with that person you're talking to. We just did that yesterday with some of our foundations, talking about that slant piece where you sit up, lean in, ask questions, nod, and track your speaker. It's the same idea when you're one-on-one. You want to sit up, look the person in the eye, ask and answer questions, nod. If they're moving, you kind of follow where they're going, whatever the case. So making eye contact is really important. And the last one is a handshake. And this is where the Amazing Shake gets its name. It's from the handshake. So when you meet somebody, you want to shake their hands. And I'll be honest, I shake hands when I just haven't seen somebody in a while. Now, when you shake hands, it's a little goofy for me to do with my own hand because it doesn't quite fit. But both people reach their hands out. You need to have your thumbs up like this. Some of you guys come to school in the morning with your glove on and you keep your hand down like this, and I just grab your whole hand. It feels uncomfortable for me. I hope it's okay for you. But you want to get your thumb up. That way, when I come in to shake your hand, the web of our thumbs, which are these parts right here, need to meet each other like this. So our thumbs kind of cross, and then we each grab. I can't grab with this hand down here, but I can grab with this. So I grab around their whole hand right here as I shake hands. I don't grab their thumb. This is like the bro thing. No, I grab their hand and underneath if I can. Some of you guys that are a little bit smaller, you might have a hard time getting under the hand, but you want to try to get underneath this part with your hand over the top with your thumb still over theirs. And then you want to give a good firm grip. It doesn't mean you're trying to crack knuckles and hurt anybody. You just want to give a little squeeze, and then you just do a quick little shake to say hello. Now, sometimes when people do that, they'll shake hands, and then they'll also come in and they'll hug. That's kind of a guy thing. I do that with my friends sometimes, but other times just my buddies and people I haven't seen in a while, I'll just shake their hand, say hello. Hey, it's good to see you again. How you guys been? And we carry on a conversation, and we move on. So shake hands, make eye contact, use sir or ma'am, and definitely be using their name. Those are the first 3 of our Bear 24. Have an awesome day.